More fights are erupting in the contest of the NRM second vice national chairperson, which is between Rebecca Kadaga and ANITA Among. Rebecca Kadaga came out to accuse I think the Electoral Commission of NRM for being biased, and that is Odong, if I'm not mistaken. He came out to say that he is biased, that they want to steal her election. In fact, Kadaga said these statements. Here's the tape.
They are managed by TANGA ODOI. And I told them that we as members of the Central Executive Committee, we did not have confidence in TANGA ODOI because he had run elections for more than 3 times and the results were not very good. So we had to go to the president and told him that TANGA has a confidence statement. Let him go and get other people. But somehow they have hold of me. And when we were told to go, when we went back with names, we found the position has changed, that TANGA should continue. But what you are seeing here, the petitions among the parties, the result of the activities of TANGA. So that we have the chairman of the.
So what Rebecca Kadaga is saying is that since they are going in SEC election, I think for those who don't know politics very well, any political party has like a committee that chairs that party. So Kadaga is contesting to be the vice chairperson women within the NRM together with ANITA Among. So it's coming out to say that the NRM primaries had a lot of irregularities and the backstops with the Electoral Commission chair TANGA ODOI. Okay, in fact this time round is even worse. They got almost more than 384 petitions from the parliamentary level. So it shows you how TANGA has mismanaged the Electoral Commission. I know I said this very many times that even within the opposition, whenever opposition is versing NRM different political parties, we clearly see TANGA ODOI being involved with gunmen, directing policemen. So even NRM is not a party. NRM is not a party, it's a kiosk run by a particular family who calls the shot. So by Rebecca Kadaga coming out to tell General Kaguta Museveni that TANGA should not conduct this last election, he may have a point, but it looks like he's also is like some people term it a kicks of dying horse. I think she has sensed defeat, okay, of ANITA Among, because I keep on telling people that the only person who can stop Rebecca Kadaga's defeat is Museveni by calling ANITA Among to back down. Because right now ANITA Among is a leader of parliament, and remember, members of parliament would want freebies from her. Okay? In case General Museveni does not go home in the next election. So they would vote for her only for that reason. Any person who heads the executive or who heads the parliament has an upper hand. During Kadaga, no one would defeat him in the vice national chairperson position. And during ANITA Among, it will be a surprise if he does not defeat. Let's continue.
That I should help them to get retreats, discuss the integration process and the ESC message, and I've said I'm going to do it. So that's in summary what we're going to do. I told them that, if someone has got sanctions, cannot even travel out of Uganda, how can that be a leader? This week, there's a meeting of all the speakers, the World Conference of Speakers, which is in Geneva. But our speaker cannot go, because she cannot travel out of the country. It's not a sanction for corruption, not for homosexuality, it's for corruption. I was the first one to fight for homosexuality. When in Moria, I told you don't on me. I paid by hotel, I'm buying food in Canada there, and everybody will be because of it.
So, Rebecca, by the way, holding some patent issue. In civilized democracies, a Speaker of Parliament to be sanctioned by very many countries. He either has to resign, because you cannot be a Speaker of the House when you cannot even have bilateral talks with other countries. So ANITA Among is sanctioned, and by the not because of homosexuality, just that he's a good politician. He portrayed it as if homosexualities were the one sanctioning him. It was because of corruption. Britain came out to say that he has a house. General Museveni indicted for the investigation, but General Museveni never gave out the report. Okay? So So here, Rebecca, for me, I keep on telling people that if you give me a chance to pick, I'm not NRM, to pick the vice national chairperson between ANITA AMONG and Rebecca Kadaga, I'll go for Rebecca Kadaga, because when you're given two lions, one which is old without teeth and one which is a youth with teeth to live with, I'd rather live with an old lion without teeth, because I know it may not eat me. Right now, ANITA AMONG is a young lion with teeth. He can chew anyone. Since we are heading transition, we clearly see a partisan speaker who doesn't know the direction of our country, who can use her influence to do anything unparliamentary and unconstitutional. You just look at how she presided over the House. He breaks the rules of procedure by calling members of parliament by name, by the way. He never put the title honorable. Okay. The corruption scandals. Now I hear I've seen screenshots of her budget almost 10 times more than that of Jacob Bolani. He has gotten wealth in a short period of time. Where does that money come from? Okay, he reports ministers to General Kaguta Museveni. It's not a duty of the Speaker of Parliament to report ministers. They have their Prime Minister. You rather tell the Prime Minister. I've known once, not twice, she has come out to defend government programs. To one extent, he said it in her mouth, saying that he defends General Yoweri Kaguta's business on the floor of Parliament. It's not a duty of the Speaker to defend government. Government has a whole side that's paid by the taxpayers' money, from the Prime Minister, 3 deputies, ministers and state ministers. Some ministers even have 4 ministers. Ministers have 4 ministers. So you want to tell me that the Speaker defends? So Rebecca Kadaga is right. We cannot have a Speaker who is sanctioned. Although now attacking Kadaga is sensing defeat, because I know Rebecca ANITA AMONG has an upper, not because he's a better politician who is well posed to serve, but because of money. And because of General Kaguta Museveni, that he may want to kill Kadaga. Not killing, but killing her politically. Because if you remove Kadaga, you even pave a better way for his son to come to power. But nevertheless, even TANGA ODOI came out to rebuttal. He said these statements.
The commission which will handle elections called the NRM Electoral Commission, not TANGA ODOI Commission. I'm answering to a rumor, allegedly by the Right Honorable Kadaga, allegedly, that TANGA ODOI may not be the right person to handle this election. I respect the Right Honorable Kadaga so much. She was a speaker for 20 years, both deputy and speaker, and she knows how conflict of interest is handled. I least expect such to come from her. But just in case it came from her, and any other Tom, Dick, and Harry, the commission is a commission of 7 commissioners, and it will handle elections in Kololo beginning at 10. That election must close at 4, when the sun is not even covered by the clouds, when everybody with 2 eyes will be there to see what is happening. When a person winning will win because it is lining up. When a person losing will be lose because it's lining up. And the line behind the candidate. Although it does any way of changing a long line to become a short. So if the line is shorter behind you, ladies and gentlemen, those are the voters. We not change. So doubt. I am not of in favor, because whatever.
First of all, some will be right. One of the elections to man is the election because a few. Parliamentary level, there were a lot of irregularities. Most especially those people who aligned with PLU and those people who were former RDCs, they used security to win the election. Disenfranchising the other. Money was used. For parliamentary, it's different business. For sake, I may side with TANGA ODOI. By Kadaga calling him out, is sensing defeat, because I know ANITA AMONG is going to win because of money. The money that's being splashed in these SEC elections of NRM is so much that these people don't work for it. They may have had some shady deals. So TANGA ODOI also came out gun blazing. Let's continue with the video.
do is for their interest and interest of the party. Whatever their ambition to become is for them. And I want to call all of them to have orderly tongue and orderly messages to the people. If the message you are using your tongue to despair is that Tanga Odoi is biased, then I'm unfortunately will handle.
But between Rebecca Kadaga and ANITA AMONG, that is even Tanga Odoi is being involved. But I've made videos on this very many times. It will not be a surprise if Rebecca Kadaga is defeated. One, General Museveni sees him as a block for his son to come to power, because Kadaga has very many weaknesses, but at least he's more sober than ANITA AMONG. That's the truth. Two, General Museveni does not want someone to easily use, and there is no best fit in that position other than ANITA AMONG, who's sanctioned. Because the only person he can run to is General Kaguta Museveni. He cannot run to the outside world. A person who's not impeached, sanctioned, like Rebecca Kadaga, he can stand firm. For ANITA AMONG, he cannot even stand firm after being sanctioned. So General Museveni wants a person he can use like a walking stick, and that fits ANITA AMONG. That's why you see these battles. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours, Mr. Makindi, Kabir Sulaiman Bawagai, the next MP for Makindi East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, Kabir Sulaiman Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.